Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about, a little bit about Tyler Robinson and Charlie Kirk, right? So, when it comes to it, some of you guys are going to disagree with me, but these are just my point of views and my opinions, okay? It is what it is. So, when it comes to first of all, rest in peace to Charlie. Uh, I don't believe in I don't think it's right to make fun of anybody that passed away. Doesn't matter their ethnicity, it doesn't matter their race, gender, any of that, right? So, number one, Charlie was not an angel. He was not an angel at all, right? We live in the social media age, right, today. Sometimes, if you want to be big, you want to go viral, you have to say some not so nice things about people. And Charlie did that to mostly, in my opinion, to black people. Some of the things he said, I agree. Sometimes I disagree. Sometimes it's bro, are you serious? You know. He even went as far as reacting the incident of what happened to George Floyd. He actually hired a black man, right? He ordered that black man to lay on the ground, hands behind his back, and Charlie put his knee onto the black man's back and asking him, "Can he breathe?" This, and that. How would you feel? How would you feel if George Floyd was one of your family members and he passed away due to a grown man putting his knee on his neck for about 9 minutes? It doesn't matter if George Floyd was a criminal, this, and that. Just because you break the law, that doesn't mean you should get killed right there, right? That's number one. Number two, he said a lot of not so nice things about the small hat people, so on and so forth, right? And okay, we know that the suspect or the shooter that they have in custody is a white male, only 22 years old. Okay, not even a week ago, there was an incident that took place on a bus where a black male used a knife to tragically murder a young white female, right? That whole incident became about race, that black people are these savage animals, this, and that, right? Okay, I don't, I, I don't agree with that at all. Listen, not all black people are bad people. I believe, this is just my opinion, 80 to 90% of black people are good, law-abiding citizens. It's that 10%, those 10% of bad apples, that ruins it for the rest of, the 90% that actually do what they're supposed to do each and every day. A few bad apples can ruin the whole thing for people. Okay, so now, fast forward to today, right? Um, okay, a white male, just 22 years of age, basically a college student, right? Used the sniper to unalive another white man. You don't hear nobody talking about race about this incident. When it's white on white crime, nobody says nothing about race. Even when you're watching white people act crazy towards cops, police, nobody says nothing about race. But when it's black people that's acting crazy, everything's about race. So when a white person act crazy, nobody mentions race at all. When a white person guns down another white person, nobody says nothing about race. When a black person acts crazy, every black person is labeled as crazy. Okay? Okay, if you want people to say nice things about you when you pass away, Mr. Charlie, you can't always say negative things about a certain race. I've never seen Charlie say anything positive about the black community at all. There's a lot of positive things that happen and go on in black people's lives. It doesn't get talked about because negativity goes viral. Positive things does not get attraction on social media. So, if you're a white person and you have this black person just constantly talking negative about your race, your people, over and over and over again, when something bad happens to that black person, majority of white people are not gonna have nice things to say about him. That's just reality. That's how it goes. And what about the shooter? Now everybody's turning it into a left versus right thing. Everyone want to blame. Everybody want to blame everything besides the person who pulled the trigger. People want to blame everybody besides the person who actually got up there and pulled the trigger. Like, it's crazy. This kid should be getting the heat. Do I believe he should get the death penalty? Yes. I do believe he should. Sometimes in life, an eye for an eye. Sometimes the law needs to set some people example. He should be made example of. They should make an example out of this kid right here. Guess what? When he go to jail for the next, 15, 20 years, maybe he might only do 5 years. I mean, maybe no time at all, since he's white. We know what happens when white people... We know what happens. Hey, get out of your feelings. This is the truth. A black person, a Hispanic person, and a white person, all three of them can commit the same crime, and people will look at it totally different. A white person and a black person can commit the same crime, and people will look at it totally different. That's the truth. That is the actual truth of life in America, or life around the world anyway. A brown person and a white person could commit the same crime, and people are going to look at it totally different. That's the type of world we live in. So, when it comes down to it, a lot of black people don't have nice things to say about Charlie, simply because all he did was talk down upon not just black people but African Americans, to be specific, right? To be specific, Charlie had a lot of not so nice things to say about African Americans. If an African American, let's just say Dr. Umar Johnson, he's just an example. He say a lot of so nice things about white people, right? When he passes away, You think they're not gonna make fun of him? Oh, it's coming. It is coming. When black people who go around bash white people pass away, when they pass away on social media, oh, white people's gonna make fun of them forever, forever, forever. And that's just how it goes. If you don't say so nice things about people when you're here, when you pass away, guess what? You know how that goes. And each and every one of us that's living on this planet right now have an expiration date, right? Each and every one of us. So I'm not gonna turn this into a religious podcast or whatever, but a lot of us were taught, if you don't have something nice to say, it's best you keep your mouth shut. Most times, right? Most times, just keep your mouth shut. Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson. Okay, some people are online, making fun of. They said, nah, I'm not gonna even do that. I'm not gonna make fun of Charlie's death. Uh, you know, but Charlie Kirk definitely made fun of other people's passing. He made fun of a lot of other people's passing when he was alive. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Hold on.